Hmm. Oh. Yes!
I'm going to play it with Witch Weaves, too. Witch Weave isn't very helpful, but it is a little helpful in the early floors. We've got a Malachus Pyre, so low damage Pyre. I was just waiting for it to also be Lifesteal Kale against Malachus Pyre, so we can nicely prep for our Pyre to get one-shot. Okay, our units are super, super fragile. I hate it. Wanderer's Talisman is also pretty much unplayable. So you're going to be going Circle of Cycles. We didn't get the option I'm looking for here, so I'm going to go Brewmaster. Okay, so with the Meddlers, I'm hoping that we can guarantee the right Moon Phase. So we'll have our Sweeper at the bottom floor. Probably protected by a Shield Steward. Let's have Orothy stand at the top. This, like, 2020 stat block can be oddly meaningful sometimes. It's weird. I think we're looking for probably red concoctions right now. That is not red. I think I want the Spear Steward out, right? Yeah, probably. We've got Meddler space up here. And Assistant space up top, too. I might need to hold some infusions to pop my own assistants. There's a red infusion. That's where Witch Weave is actually nice here. I think we bring out a Meddler, bring out an assistant. Unfortunately, Witch Weave cannot pop your own 1 health units, which I often want it to be able to do. Manipulate. Okay, he is dying promptly. That's good. So I think after we get a dagger onto this Acolyte, we're probably fine for this fight. Just try and get a really good red infusion up. And with this pattern, I'm assuming we're putting the red infusion on our Sanguine Assistant. Not our Sanguine Assistant. Onto our Shield Steward. It's a very different thing to say. There's that. We can manipulate like this. Let's see. I don't know if I can play this Vengeful Shard right now. Looks like we're short, but I don't think 1 extra turn gets us there. Awkward. I think I know what I'm looking to do is just, I think we're equipping this guy with a Vampire's Tooth and hoping we can kill on second card. And we might be able to. Oh, right. Yeah. Titan Skin 1, these don't do much. Well, it's closer, but we're definitely not getting there. Blast Infusion does almost nothing for us, right? I guess it prevents this champion from getting through. Yeah, nothing else is happening here. We might take like 1 or 2 damage from this guy, or like 1 or 2 hits. How about that? Oh, hey, there we go. That works. We might have been able to mix something as well to help us get through that, but we're okay. I want a real unit, please, like a big boy. I don't hate this potion kit. This Forevermore Serum, I think, is just okay. It's nice that it's intrinsic. There are a couple units this works really well with, so I'm going to take it speculatively. Eclipse Chamber is not good with what I have right now. Be a very speculative Eclipse Chamber. I'll take a Bloody Moon. The Bloody Moon with the power upgrade is pretty reliable throughout most of this run. Okay. I need a tank. Need a tanky boy. I'm probably more interested in Lazarus tanks right now. Might wind up on double Merchant of Magic if we go Lazarus here. And I have very bad spells to upgrade. I have units that are upgradable. My spells don't do a good job of receiving upgrades. We can go over here. Dualism and Speedstone. Well, the Speedstone is good. Let's see. I think we're taking the Silent Sentinel. Put a Speedstone here. So I have nothing that's compatible with Dualism. I don't really have a great place to stick Conduit unless I want to put it on the Silent Sentinel. But I don't usually like to do that for a main tank. I think I might Heartstone the Silent Sentinel here, which is an okay upgrade for him. It's not great. But with him being smidged, we've got more space in the bottom car. So maybe we find something else down there that helps. Blech. Let me see. I do need to trim up the car space a little bit. I'm going to remove some Spear Stewards. Might need to remove one Shield Steward. Just take out one of each for now. Just thinking about how the space shapes up. Okay. This Mark of Invasion, I think, is playable because we can Witch Weave them down. Play a Bodyguard up top to help us mitigate the summons, the extra guys. Okay, so Witch Weave there. I'm gonna just Blast Confusion this entire floor away, and I'll let them kill a Sanguine Assistant. I'd like a red mix, probably. Maybe Spikes is alright, too. We get Spikes. Okay, we're letting one unit through. Yeah, I don't have any way to change the moon phase here, unfortunately. Probably let one more Silent Assistant go. Yeah. Oh. I don't want to keep yawning so much. I think I'm dropping the Calcified Ember here rather than worrying about anything else. I'd like to get the Vampire's Tooth out. So this is greedy, but I'm going to go for it. How do we look against Elevor? You get a Meddler out so that we get our sweep. We're kind of close. I think if I get Spikes, it probably works. Do you have Titan Skin? You got Titan Skin too? I think Spikes 9 probably seals it. We're good. I want the Twisted Assistant because I really want to be putting a Twisted Back onto my sweeping unit. It's very strong. I don't have a Lunacy synergy, so I think I'm going to move on. Although Holdover Bloody Moon is probably playable this run, that actually works fine. I want to take it. I think it's Luna Coven Merchant of Magic. How many things does a Merchant of Magic do for me? Now, Bloody Moons, I can actually play on my own units. It's a little annoying because Twisted Assistant has like a useless Heartstone on him, but Bloody Moons still help me kill him. So Shade Guard is immediately useful. Ethereal Sealy, I don't think I have a setup for this run. I think it's a Shade Guard. I want an Emberstone on the Bloody Moon. I could go Seekstone instead, and then that gets this in my hand every single turn, always. I don't know if I necessarily want to spend this much, so I'm just going to Emberstone it. Then I'll do a +10 on a Witchweave. And I think I move on after that. I don't really want to pay the reroll premium here. Dante scales really fast with Twisted Back. I don't have the other stuff that usually helps Dante. Concoctions don't make him go that hard. I'd have to Quickstone him, and I already found one Quickstone. I'd have to Quickstone him or give him a quick dagger, probably. We've got Merchants of Steel in our near future. I could go for this Merchant of Steel, try and find upgrades for Dante. And we can maybe pair that with the Celestial Alcove, which might make him turbo. But I'm going to have to take energy to deal with all the candles he's putting in my deck. I'm going to have to dodge this Merchant of Trinkets, which I might be able to do otherwise, because I probably want this Merchant of Steel to finish upgrading a couple cards. And then I can't afford to go to this Merchant of Trinkets because I'll have a Forgotten Boons, and then like the challenge from this fight to go into this Merchant of Trinkets, which is really cozy. And I have no Empyrean Wells on my way to Kale, but I have 2 after Kale if I wanted to duplicate him and get more Dantes. I have nothing to help me out on playing Blights yet. I think this is a no, because I don't have anything that makes him better, and I think I'm in a combination that doesn't help me scale him. Is like Luna's not going to give me anything to help with Dante. Move on. I think it might be possible to just play the run off of Dante and go for that. It's not like I have another carry right now. Can't afford to put the Shade Guard out. Oof. Not great. We've got Pyre Hunter. I really want that Shade Guard down as soon as possible. Doing that for now. Red. I'm just going to do this and hunt for a red concoction. There we go. Let's go Heavy Rage. 8 Rage is 16 attack. It's like I'm really close to dying. Okay, good. Meddler, Assistant. Oh, right, he got healed by the Circle of Cycles. Why is he full health? I thought I would have to heal it. do that instead. Yeah, Circle of Cycles will keep our units healthy for a while in the early game. Actually, just going to collect that immediately. So, this prevents a Pyre Hunt, since I killed off the unit that would be a blocker. So preventing a Pyre Hunt is worth more than playing a Vengeful Shard. I have to manipulate again, which is a little short-sighted to me. Yep. Almost forgot about that. Bloody Moon U, bring in the Shade Guard. Vamp Tooth. Looks like we're going to end this on New Moon because of my misplay last turn, but just add a Vampire's Tooth there. Should keep us healthy throughout a lot of the fight. I expect to be able to Witch Weave kill that guy. Grab spikes. Let's see. Is there any reason I should not just Bloody Moon everything down? Couldn't think of a reason. We don't need Sweep this round, so I'm going to go to New Moon. This also sets us up with Sweep for next round. That. I might want an Eclipse Chamber for my second floor. Spike 6. Reanimate 1. Reanimate 2. That does it. Okay, so right now I'm like parrying off the sweeper, which is really no good. Let's see. Heavenfall, when I have... I mean, both of these I'm working off of from a no conduit perspective right now. Intrinsic on Heavenfall is not very good. Bellchain on Silver Ink doesn't do anything in the short term. If it was going to do anything in the long term, it's probably a play off of, what's it called? It's probably a play off of, I can see a vision for the Silver Ink. I just need to find a planetarium, probably. So the spell chain part of it probably doesn't matter unless I get it to discount and find a boiler room. I definitely don't have a game plan around the brain transfer. I almost said a brain plan around the brain transfer. Let me take Silver Ink. I have some thoughts. Astrologer might be pretty good. It's got a lot of base health, so I can play it top floor and just hang out. And I am mooncycling a good bit. Bring it in. I think I need a Hell's Flame above and beyond. I mean, this is already craving energy. We're going to need more deployment energy. I think this is a good reason to take this. I think I want this Merchant of Steel more than anything else. Check my runes. Organ Harvester mention. Let's see. I don't think I want it for my sweep unit. I do have a smidge unit that can play off of this Overgrowth Carapace. Check that out. Unfortunately, cannot Titan Stone the Silent Sentinel. We could Titan Skin the Shade Guard. I don't have multi-strike for the Astrologer showing. But I can do this and then go for a reroll. And if we don't hit it, we just keep our money. Hit it. Alright, I think we're walking on after that. looks good to me. Well, I guess we're going Brewmaster 2, because we're still not seeing our incant choice. 100. Okay, so the problem with this is that it threatens to kill our Selene Acolyte pretty quick. So how do I cope with that and pick up this benefit? Is it 2 interactions to kill her? Yeah. So how quickly do we deal with this problem? I have no intrinsic damage spells. Do I just send it? Maybe we don't need the sweeper this fight. These Disciple of Ruins have 5 health. It's interesting that it displays 1 attack for them there when they definitely do not have 1 attack. I think I'm going to go for this anyway and hope that I draw either heals or reanimates or something to keep my unit up. Circle of Cycles might help with it. We'll see what Circle of Cycles wants to do. So, yes, we're bringing out Orochi. Actually going to stand behind an Astrologer for this round. I think in the later fights, Orochi might stand at the front once he's got his 3rd upgrade. Because I think it makes him into a 60-60 for concoctions or something like that. I think he's pretty stocky. So let me do this first of all, for safety. So up top, we're not worried. Middle floor, I think we're not worried. It's a Titan Skin unit. It's going to take forever for anything to happen here. This is definitely going to reduce our damage output on like Scarred Sentinels and stuff. We go green here. I think we're fishing for spikes. Spikes is the only green option that will give us damage output. Probably play the Spear Steward and expect him to die. And then I think we're actually throwing this Bloody Moon out for raw damage. Let me do a spell weakness with that. And now we can actually count on this Prayer Stone to die from the first attack interaction it takes next turn, so there's no spikes risk on the Acolyte. Okay, so our big question is this guy. I think I probably Bloody Moon him for the 80 here, and then the Astrologer finishes him off. Let's see. We are going to have to bring in a Meddler for sure. So, I think on Moon Cycle next turn, he goes to 40 attack, double strike. That should do it for sure. Do I ever bring in the other Meddler here? I think not. I need to play this holdover Bloody Moon. Do I need to sweep here? I think I don't need to sweep this turn, and I'd rather end on New Moon so that I can get the Shade Guard scaling. So let me, since I'm not sweeping, let's out the healer. Then manipulate. Then check concoctions. I think we're probably looking for, like, red concoctions somewhere. Maybe we need to kill faster on this floor. Well, let me hold on to that for now. We definitely want to sweep this turn. We've got Silver Ink. We can Bloody Moon into our Silver Ink play, which doesn't do much, but gets a little more freedom with what we do the rest of the turn. Let me just do that in case I decide I want to Moon Cycle and not sweep. I'm almost certain that I want to sweep. Oh, this Silver Ink actually does nothing. I have no spell damage cards in hand. I guess we're not playing that then. Okay, we are killing once the speech bubble goes away, and I can see stuff. Let me bring in these assistants so I can get teeth out. This mix. It's going to build up a lot of rage for now. So be at 50 double strike into this guy with Titan Skin 10. We actually might need the rage up here next turn. Thankfully, we have it. might need a Vampire's Tooth too, actually. I knew I wouldn't feel bad about that holdover. Throw those out there. This guy up here. Comfortably do that. I would like to rage. We're in better shape than I thought we would be. Pretty late on the Overgrowth Carapace, bro. But yeah, the Astrologer is giving me a lot of peace of mind here. Which is good, because I think he's going to have to finish this off. Yeah, Overgrowth Carapace doesn't get to work because I didn't kill off my Spear Steward. I would have to Bloody Move my Spear Steward to make that happen. Yeah, I think I'm just going to save my Rage for the top floor so that I have a really big hitter against Ajax. Play that there where it's valuable. Yes, this floor just doesn't do anything to Ajax no matter what. I was supposed to hit that first. Bit of an order mistake there. Now we are extra secure on this kill. So we had the kill anyway, but with the Twisted Back, we're barely losing attack per round. Let's see. Organ Harvester versus Acid Shower or Surgical Strike. You know, I have not had a lot of faith in Surgical Strike. Even now, I'm not on Incants, and I'm not sure what it does for me. Except for the fact that maybe it helps me kill off some of my own guys sometimes. Like, do I need that? Do I care? Does it work well with Silver Ink? Maybe it works really well with Silver Ink, and that's why we should take it. I have to play it to know. I can't tell if I don't play it. I need a Planetarium. Okay, this is going to make my spells do a lot more work in the bottom card. I'll be very happy for it. I think I need to go here for the Unstable Vortex. Because we've got a lot of junk. I need to get rid of my Stewards. I need to, like, stop playing Stewards. I need to stop drawing them. And I think I might need to trim down on Secret Ingredients so that I have better draw rates with my Silver Inks on the rounds where I get them. I don't have a Reanimate exploit for the 9 Life Nightmare. Test Subject Alpha doesn't really have a spot to be. He could kind of hang out on the bottom floor with Selene Acolyte. But I think it's just not helpful, right? I don't have to worry about Silence this run because I'm up against Dominion Seraph, not Entropy Seraph. Even if I did have to worry about Silence, I would just Bloody Moon the Silencing unit. Yeah, I don't really think there's a good case for these guys. Random Graft unit should be pretty helpful. Frenzy Teasia is similarly quite good. Stardust Treats are also good. So which of these is the weakest? Is the one I'm not buying. I think Stardust and Parts Factory are stronger. I think Frenzytesia just wears off over time. Because right now, looking at it, it's 3 energy per fight. If I take Part Factory, it's 4 energy per fight, roughly. Well, no, Frenzytesia can get energy on subsequent turns when I pick up the grafted equipment again. But Stardust Treat is definitely more top-end. So graft units are not normally deployable, of course. You know, I have pretty noteworthy energy concerns. Let me go for both of these and give up on the Stardust Treat. Even though I'm only 5 gold short. Ugh. Yeah, I think I need to drop both stewards. Conduit's pretty beneficial for my current game plan, so that really bites. This could be pretty bad. I am going to go for this, but I'm going to change up something to compensate. So on the top floor, I think the Astrologer is more important than Oriki. So I'm going to put Oriki in front, and he's very likely to die this fight because of all the corruption he's going to take here. So I can kind of play this Twisted Assistant for free because he triggers Frenzytesia, and I can play the Shade Guard. Okay, so getting Planetarium. I don't need to Meddler this round. I would like to find a blue concoction. There we go. I'm going to use this to just instantly kill this floor. Yeah, Corruption 12, so he's going to die in like 4 turns. If I can find another blue concoction, I'm going to check twice for blue concoctions. There we go. I'm not going to play it onto these guys immediately, so they get killed at the top floor, and we concentrate all of this invasion corruption onto Oriki. So we'll only have 3 corruption on the Shade Guard. Forevermore Serum needs to go somewhere. It's not very valuable over here. This has to happen. Frenzytesia gets me a little rebate on it. Do this. I do not have a Meddler to correct for the Moon Phase. That's going about how we want. There's no other way we want that to work. So I'm going to let that go through as is. Checking for other secret ingredients. Spikes 3 makes sure a sharp-eyed sniper never survives floor. And then I think I'm just gonna heal this guy up a little. Probably surgical this guy. What else do we have going on? Got a full moon. Just want to soak up 1 attack. Kill him. Where am I putting this Twisted Assistant? I can get that out there. How badly do I want this Twisted Assistant? Okay, so this is the second Twisted Assistant. Because I got a free one off of Parts Factory to set up the Acolyte. So I don't have to worry about the Acolyte so much. I don't have another case where this slays unless I want to slay my own Sanguine Assistant. Actually, it's not bad. I kind of want to block this corruption so there's no corruption on the Astrologer. So let me just set up Astrologer blockers for a while. Then, let's see. Nobody needs healing. So I guess I just throw out a little more damage here. Okay, so I've got a Silver Ink into Bloody Moon play. That's kind of funny. $90 damage Bloody Moon kills you. $140 damage Bloody Moon down here. Drops you. Go with a Vampire's Tooth. Frenzetizia rebate. I might go with Energy because it might give me a Silver Ink double play, and it's going to make my Bloody Moons be absolutely ridiculous cards. Let me soak up one more Corruption hit here. Then we'll mix. Guess I'll take this, which I could get us rooted. It's for 90. Ah. Frenzetizia rebate. I don't think we need to sweep this round. I'm going to set New Moon for Shade Guard. Blow you up. Because we could blow him up is why we didn't need to sweep, basically. Heal you. It's a little bit of a shame that we're doing an Overgrowth Carapace setup on the Planetarium floor. But if we could find, like, a, what's it called? The Conduit Fae, we do better on this floor. Even if it's small. I'm just gonna Spell Weakness you guys, so that I can very quickly, like, destroy you, and then, blow you up. What is next? We are on Full Moon, but we don't need to sweep to set us to New Moon. I'm just gonna go for, like, a really big sap mix, right? Actually, a melee weakness wouldn't be bad either. So, give him a little sap, bit of melee weakness. So, we can knock him down a good bit. And he probably just dies to multi-strike on top floor. He even lost to reanimate on spikes. More meddlers, yada yada. Yeah. Winning that by a mile. So we didn't actually need the top floor, so our extra fussing around making Orky be the one to die was not ultimately necessary. We don't have an exploit for Electricity Chamber. Insatiable Hunger is okay. I think Replicator Ray might be okay. We can use Replicator Ray to get a copy of Astrologer on the top floor and then scale 2 Astrologers. And that's pretty cool. We can just use one of our Vampire Teeth to make that happen. And with this having Permafrost, it should be pretty easy to set up. Moonlit Glaive is always pretty strong. Non-consumable Moonrise is okay. Let's see. I like the Moonrise better than the Cover of Night here. I have more reason for it to be full moon than I do for it to be new moon. If it's Moonlit Glaive, it's pretty much only going onto the bottom floor under 1 unit. We get a $1 rebate off of it from Frenzetizia. We really don't need to be shy about playing a lot of equipment this run. So, like, having this Mage Blade 2 go up to Mage Blade 5 in a planetarium is pretty good, even if we don't have a lot else going on that floor. I'll take it. I have some equipment plans for that unit, but they're not, like, super crazy. So obviously I can go for this Pyramane's Alcove Merchant of Arms. My Merchant of Arms hits are mediocre, so I have 2 spaces where I can put rooms. I have a lot of equipment going on already. I think on Merchant of Magic, getting just a one-off discount on Silver Ink creates a lot more situations where I'm able to play it twice, especially if I go for, if I get that one-cost discount off of a Frost. And I think my goal with that, with the Silver Ink, is we want to apply Silver Ink to one of the Bloody Moons, pretty much guaranteed to be able to do it on the holdover Bloody Moon. Ideally, one of the Bloody Moons and the Surgical Strike. And Surgical Strike is also only 1 upgrade right now. So let's get more spellcasting oriented. From across the Silver Ink, as I said I would. I'll Surge Stone one of the Witch Weaves to try and get rid of it. Don't really need it. I could put the other Bloody Moon on holdover, but I probably don't want to. I think I want to Emberstone the other Bloody Moons, so we have 2 cheap Bloody Moons. And I might just +10 this other Surgical Strike, which means if we attune it, it's going to go harder. I could double stack this Forevermore, but I think it's really, really marginal. Like, even, like, ideally in our current game plan, it doesn't do that much. On the Vortex, I think we're removing Secret Ingredients. We don't need to mix that much. I think our game plan is that we want our, like, heavy-hitting spell support to be constantly available. And we want to be able to develop all of our equipment setup very quickly. We go back to Oriki behind the guy there. Which floor gets the Sanguine Assistant? I think we can play the Sanguine Assistant down here, just tank anything, and then move on. Full moon, so we are sweeping. I don't have a way of removing my own units right now. I want to bring this guy as close to dead as possible, but it looks like we're not getting there. Unless, maybe I can Unstable Blast him. Oh, if I took due damage and I went with a Spell Slam, I might have been able to get him with a Spell Slam faster. So this Fallen Executioner is going to get some mechanics going. Oh, right, this guy has Conduit. Like, why am I getting numbers on this floor? Oh, right. Okay, there's my frozen Silver Ink. Shoot, even with Spell Slam, I can't collect here unless I Silver Ink first. I don't think I want to do that yet. I'll do that because it's free. I think I'm bringing out the Twisted Assistant here. It will die. I could Bloody Moon the Twisted Assistant. And then put the back on the Selene Acolyte. I've already triggered Frenzetesia this round, so I don't get a rebate if I do that. I think I'm playing the Bloody Moon anyway and just not getting a rebate on it. That does prevent me from playing the Calcified Ember, so let me just do this. Then I can play the Calcified Ember and the Twisted back. Unfortunately, we're not sweeping here, but We're gonna live with it. Or maybe we get killed, whatever. So I feel like I've let a lot more things go through than I want to. Alright, so we're taking that out. That's good. Alright. I want this out. I do have the cards I want in hand for the Silver Ink play. I can play the Vampire's Tooth and the Frenzetesia first. I could also Replicate Array the Astrologer here. And then replay a Vampire's Tooth. Onto something. I mean, I like the Replicate Array play a lot. I think I might give the Silent Sentinel a Vampire's Tooth here. Then I think I just need a Bloody Moon to trigger the holdover. And we move on. If I do this, that unit doesn't stick around any longer, and I need him gone for my sanity. So I should have Meddlers up and coming, and then I can ramp these Astrologers on the top floor. I kind of need the Astrologers to solve my problems right now. One Meddler's an easy call because it sets me to Full Moon, so I get the sweeps here. And the sweep is killing the Cherub now, finally. Let's see. Let's give Lifesteal to the Frontliner, get the Frenzetesia rebate. Boy, you have a lot of shields. I think I have to Silver Ink and settle for only Silver Inking once. Maybe. Let's go to town a little bit. So after the first Silver Ink, I can do this. And then that lets me Silver Ink again if I want to. But Silver Inking again is just another +3 magic power, which is probably like a win more thing. But I can delete that guy. If I Spell Slam, I can delete you too. Now I don't need it to be Full Moon, so I can manipulate. If I find Purple Concoction, I can root this guy here and we should be okay. Just need Oriki to give me rooted. And I guess I'll take the melee weakness, which also gets him killed. Sweet. Okay. I think I'm stable from here. So we're on Full Moon, so we're killing all of that. I can Meddler and then activate him for 2 more moon cycles, and now I have staggered Meddlers, which should be helpful. We want to play Bloody Moon once a turn, right? I do, but I don't want to slow down my strikes, so I don't want to kill with the Bloody Moon. Okay, I just do this, this, this. Overgrowth Carapace goes out. It's a better equipment than what I had on there. Just add the temporary equipment to get some health back. We want New Moon for sweep. Looking better. Let's see. This is at 34 because it didn't get attuned. If it picks up the attune, the Surgical Strike will go crazy. Like, I could be Surgical Striking the whole car down in that situation. But it's fine to not get it. I just do this here. It sets him up to die. And then we pass the rest of that. Could go over to Moonglaive here. Got an effective Conduit 10 on the floor. An extra 20 attack power. Manipulate. Sweep out the floor. I don't think we need to put the glaive there, so just put it here. It's a little bit. Little bit of value. Let's dig for rage. I think I can let the Bloody Moon slip out of the hand at this point. Get the sweep. Not quite killing. Spell Slam for a big Bloody Moon hit. Just give you damage shield 3. I think that wins us the fight. We got it. We got no perma-scaling, so we don't need to do anything other than win. So I feel like right now, we're just working with a lot of little elements of power, and it's not really coming together. Minds of Their Own might get us the rest of the way. It's very playable with our current amount of equipment. Or it might be the non-consumable Coven Spike, which is also a lot of power. Let me take the non-consumable Coven Spike, because I just played a run that did the other thing. With that, I think we're taking Hell's Flame for energy. I think there was a good argument there for taking the card draw so that we could get up a bigger hand size to affect with some of our hand size matters cards. I think I'm going for unit upgrades here to fish for a second upgrade on the Selene Acolyte. It continues to be a pretty important part of what's going on in the run, and I just kind of Merchant of Magic my other stuff. The argument against this is the Empyrean Well might be really strong, although I don't know exactly what we would be hitting in the Empyrean Well. We might even be in a situation where we're welling the Replicator Ray so that our top floor can be made of even more Astrologers. Swift Steel Dagger. I'm not sure if the Swift Steel Dagger actually helps. Maybe we're in a situation where we want to combine the Swift Steel Dagger with something. I'm going to take it for the possibility we might combine it with something later. This is what I wanted. That is exactly what I wanted to see. Okay, is there anything else we want to do? Because we're on Dominion, let me Endless one of the Meddlers so that I always have Meddler access. Otherwise, I might accidentally lose a Meddler somewhere, and it can be really problematic. I need to make sure I don't accidentally lose the Selene Acolyte, too. But let's try and make sure there's only one unit that we need to float with secret ingredients. Anything else I want to do here? I don't think so. Unless I want to, like, add attack power to a Meddler or something. I suppose there's very little reason not to do that. Yeah, let's take the Huge Concoction, maybe? So, Mad Scientist is probably doable. I am casting a lot of spells. I could probably do Mad Scientist on the second car, and it'd be pretty helpful. I feel like Mad Scientist 3 is just not great. The Huge Concoction upgrade is good, and this is a decent stat line. This might be a better stat line. I think the stat line helps us a little more. I do not think I can deal with Heaven's Seal right now. How am I against Deafening Heralds and Purified Souls? I'm better than I might think because I can Bloody Moon the Deafening Heralds, and on any turn where I pull Surgical Strike, I'm pretty good against the other guys. I think I need to... I quick sweep kill most of the Purified Souls, too. So the question is, we still will have like the 500 health dudes coming up. And I think if I take Heaven Seal, I just don't kill the 500 health guys. Because I think I need them to be down to like 200 by the time the astrologers are working on them most of the time. Because our moon cycling is not crazy. We're very like steady damage, unfortunately. It's not what you want to be in this game. So Orachy's going to sit here so I can unstable people on this floor. Okay, we drew the Bloody Moon right away, which is very good. Pretty important. I can just do that right now. It's fine. Put that there. Full moon means we're quick sweeping that floor. Means I can do this. Start a concoction. Let me prep a rooted concoction. It's a good emergency measure. New moon. Got the sweep. I just Bloody Moon U so I can play my other cards freely. Bloody Moon U so that I have higher energy count. So that I can go for Conduit 21. Seems like I'm killing everything now. Oh. Okay, seems good. Seems good. Overgrowth. I don't want you. Two astrologers. Do I want a medal? Probably want a medal. I don't have space for a meddler anywhere. I could put a meddler down here. Recheck something. Okay, no, I don't want to block up the space because it prevents the overgrowth carapace from functioning. So I just won't sweep. Okay. This is probably silver ink time. I can actually silver ink. Pop. Let's see. I could play the Moonlit Glaive. This does 289 damage. That's very funny. Yeah, I think we just quick sweep it. No silence. That is a big nope. Hey, we're not killing these guys. That's crazy. I'm still not killing them. I guess you can attack the Sanguine Assistant then. I'm not going to spell slam here. I want to do that next turn. Spike's under this pool. Alright. Firstly, we spell slam you. Let's see. This is a free equip. So we can do that. Moonlit Glaive is like a lot more attack if we do it. I think the problem we have here is that we're attacking into spikes. Unfortunately, if I kill a Prayer Stone, everything else gets spikes anyway, and then I still die on Retaliate. Let's see. I mean, I guess it is what it is, but let me blow you up. I didn't actually check the before and after on a Thane there. Oops. But the reality of it is we need to sweep into all these guys, and it's just enough spikes. It's exact change to kill us. Is there ever a case where we can Secret Ingredient out of it? I mean, the Reanimate's not getting us out of it either. It's like the second attack. I guess it's the second attack the Acolyte makes on a Fiend kills her. I suppose there's not much reason not to do this. It makes us do a lot more damage, so pretty good. Destroy you. Yeah, she really doesn't take kindly to the fact that we're trying to do conduit stuff here. Oh, I wasn't on the right moon phase, so we weren't sweeping at all. We were just normally killing everything. That's fine. Drop that. 159 on Surgical. And 80 on Bloody Moon. Well, that prevents her from getting her special nonsense. Which is probably all that I need to do here. We'll get in one more moon cycle. As long as she doesn't get her big heal, I think we're fine on the top floor. We are not fine on the top floor, as a matter of fact. How much are we actually taking? Do I need to reload the fight? We are dying. So any amount of a Thane hitting the top floor is basically lethal immediately. I have to restart it. Alright, we have to make that happen cleaner. This might be as simple as more Shade Guard stuff. I think I just need to handle the incanting on a Thane differently. Or I need to get more Reanimates onto the Acolyte. Or maybe it's the Acolyte quick sweeping that, like, solves the problem. I don't know. There's a few possibilities here. I need you gone so I can equip this. And then I think I go for the big Cup and Spike here. This is the same. Just hold you still. This. What if I go for Spiky Skin instead of Overgrowth Carapace? Is that better? I need the silence gone, for sure. I think I do this and then this to stagger the meddlers. I have one more Sanguine Assistant in the deck, which we can put down here with these two. Is it Overgrowth Carapace or Spiky Skin? If Spiky Skin is out, I guess I don't care whether or not I'm being attacked into. Because I'll be building up spikes. I think up 2020's just got to be better. Let's do it like this. 'Cause it doesn't really work the other way around. This is the only place where I get value out of the Overgrowth Carapace, and I probably want Overgrowth Carapace value. Those guys out. Let me go more green, and then try and get more reanimates on the Selene Acolyte so she doesn't die on spikes as fast. I think that's probably the chief difference to accomplish. I don't have both Bloody Moons for my Silver Ink play this time. It's a little different. Still play them both because it gives +6 damage. Maybe I go for more New Moon scaling. No, it's got to be the case that we're going for more moon cycles and more twisted back scaling. I think it's just much likelier to give us the answer, to be the answer. Having a Sanguine Assistant in the middle might give more time for the Selene Acolyte to work, but definitely gets me another 5 Conduit on the floor. Find as many reanimates as I can, and then just slap a bunch of reanimates on my carry going into the final combat. Okay, so we're showing 1300. We set the full moon. Now we kill. Cool. Yeah, I just needed to get some reanimates up here and make sure it was on full moon. It looks like we're good. We just needed to reanimate our way through the frontliner. The Reanimation Lab. How do I feel about the Reanimation Lab? I think it's probably weaker than the Spell Chain Horrify by a mile. I think that's what I feel about the Reanimation Lab. Dusk Mantle. I know Dusk Mantle's really strong, and I think this Aurora Weaver's also kind of good. I don't know if this Dusk Mantle is stronger than what I've been playing with, though. So, I know it's really, really strong in the Shade Guard. But I can't really guarantee that Shade Guard is actually scaling. The problem with the Aurora Weaver is that I don't have a place for her to sit, and I'm not, like, moon-cycling enough for her, I think. I'm not moon-cycling enough for her to carry, so I think I'm going to take Moonrise here. Alright, got a little stuck on that last fight. Excuse me for that. I don't necessarily need Pyre Remains. The question here is, what do we do with this Empyrean Well? Let's see. I think the answer on the Empyrean Well is probably, like, another Replicator Ray. Yeah, that sounds good. Especially because I can, like, roll around for a discount here. I don't think Artificial Firestone helps at all. Not gotten any additional deployables, which means we actually re-roll here immediately. Yeah, we should be able to Guild Marker. So, oh no, Guild Marker adds an effective 25% to our current gold count. This is the last shop. So this costs 140, but only nets us about 100. So I'll take the Deepwood Oil. I don't think I take the Celestial Sails. I There's a lot of things that miss off the Celestial Sails, and I don't really care. We need to re-roll this Merchant of Magic, because I want very badly to Emberstone this Replicator Ray before I duplicate it. And I want very badly to double stack this Coven Spike. Or this Horrify. Which one are we doing? I think it's the Coven Spike. Because I think the Horrify is pretty great against Seraph, but it's less good against the Titans. And then against the Titans, the other option there gets us a lot more immediate output. Let's see. We could possibly duplicate the Horrify. I do like duplicating the Replicator Ray, I think. I need to make sure the Meddlers and the other accoutrements, before I duplicate, are going behind the Astrologer. Because for the Titans fight, the Astrologers turn into tanks. And one of the Astrologers at the front is going to have lifesteal. We got a Puffer Flesh again. Not my favorite, but it's okay. We don't need to take that out on the Puffer Flesh. Twisted Assistant here. Drop that. Still concerned about this unit's survivability, so we'll go for that. I would like to Rage. Little damage shield, too. This Bloody Moon doesn't do much for us, so we'll just bring that guy closer to being dead. We actually Spell Slam into it. Leaves him with 10 health. Let's get rid of him entirely. Meddler goes out for Full Moon. We've not drawn our boss disablers yet. I'm going to keep one of these in the deck for now. Okay, there's a Horrify, which I really needed to happen. We can meddle on Full Moon, so I'll do that and hold the Moonrise. I need you Horrified. If I Bloody Moon him, he should be fully killed by the 2 strikes. Bring in a Sanguine Assistant to keep the attack that's happening. I think I play the second Horrify and then I go for a big Coven Spike. Yeah, let's just pull the boss back further. I've already triggered Frenzytesia, so I'm going to leave Spiky Skin in the deck. And we'll just go for Conduit 24. I'll put it here. I'll put it on the tanky unit. A couple things going on here. Vamp Tooth. There. We want our Planetarium out. We need it to be New Moon, so we're going to Moonrise. Or Full Moon. I need it to be Full Moon. You already have equipment, so I'm going to hold the Swift Steel Dagger for now. Bloody Moon one of these guys. Start checking ingredients. Heavy on reanimates. Let's see. He's still got Spell Slam to keep him safe. He is picking up a bit of Corruption here. This guy will die and give him Corruption, and this guy will attack and give him Corruption. So this guy's going up top with a little over 200 health. 70x2 is definitely not enough to deal with that. But I think we have to go for now. See what our next draw has in store. It's the Silver Ink. We have to meddle keep our sweep up. Um, Bloody Moon here. Means I'm not silver inking this turn. Should be okay. Replicate gets us the kill. I need this guy to be dead yesterday. Actually, let's change how we're doing that turn. I think I'm waiting too long for my Twisted Bat guy to die of natural causes. Natural causes. When I need to just Bloody Moon him off the table. Because this Twisted Back needs to be over here or I'm going to lose. And then we would do this. And then we would do the Replicator Ray. How much more energy do I have in the turn? I'm in a situation where I can definitely get away with Silver Inking at the start of the turn. It's only going to get me one good Silver Ink spell. But I probably need to play it now to get it out of the way. So I have, like, too much... I have a lot of to-do list items. So we play it on this floor. Because it gets us the Unstable out. Then I'll Bloody Moon you. Twisted Back you. Go to New Moon. Replicate you. The New Moon, going to New Moon heals the Shade Guard. This entire row is getting killed now. Good. Something is getting an attack off, but it's okay. Get rid of that. I probably need Reanimates on you. And I can cast another Silver Ink to get another bit of Unstable out, or I can go for a Moonlit Glaive. But the Moonlit Glaive is pretty minor right now. So is the Unstable, but hey. I did not get my Horrify back. That is terrible. Let's see. So, Seraph is getting to act, and I'm getting attacked a few too many times. I came out short on Meddlers. I didn't get the second Meddler up on this floor, because I had a unit up there at the wrong time. Okay, that allows the Silent Sentinel to live a little longer. And it does set up my Replicator Ray for next turn. I think this is what we have to go with, but it puts us on a very bad clock. Okay, there's the very, very late to the party Overgrowth Carapace. So we equip there. Replicate. He gets to act. It's going to kill our Manipulator. We won't get another Manipulator option. Get rid of you. Heal him up. Overgrowth, which applies another 10 armor because of Deepwood Oil. Spiky Skin, once again, 10 armor. We're about to go into the boss's final wave. Unfortunately, I'm going to lose my Meddler, and I'm going to be on a wrong moon phase. I just need a Surgical Strike, something. I don't Surgical the boss here. Probably Surgical, like... for those guys. It didn't prevent anything. I thought it might, but no. Okay, let's see where we're at. If I have to reload, I know what I need to change. Oh, actually, we got the other meddler in. So that gets us the sweep through. Horrify the boss twice. So that gets us half the boss's health gone. Goliath Infusion, Bloody Moon for about 400. Okay. Let's see how far we get with this. Or if we absolutely need to re-roll to win. My thought is allowing the 4 corruption on the backliner is no bueno and makes us lose. Melee weakness. It's another 25 damage. Sure. Need to cast as much as I can. The unstable could matter. So is there any chance we do 2,000 damage here? It's looking like the answer is very much no. 600. Let's see. The damage here is... It still doubles corruption per hit like a loser. I don't think healing here puts us into the 2 interaction territory. Actually, we would Coven Spike before we do that, real quick. I'm trying to find out if I have to reload the whole fight, so... And let's actually heal the frontliner, because I think we might get one more interaction out of a tougher frontliner. May actually not play the Bloody Moons. Get Conduit 30. Nowhere near enough. Okay, we have to restart the fight. Alright, I think I know what I did wrong, and this should get me a lot closer. Because I realized just about 1 or 2 turns too late what the flaw in the play was. Go for that setup. And this is how we fix it. So now we should be able to scale Rage earlier in the fight, and that should be kind of everything for us getting this done. Play this out however many times the game allows me to. Get a modicum of damage and unstable on. So this time through, we have the Horrify at the proper time. Let me see. I think we play this with Moonrise because our top car setup with the Meddlers is going to work correctly this time, so we're doing this for energy, so that we can get the best possible Covenant Spike in. Do I Spiky Skin down here this turn? I've already gotten Frenzy this round, so I think we Bloody Moon to get the energy up, and then just Coven Spike here for a lot of damage and move on. Planetarium. I need to get the second meddler in. This meddler's endless, so he'll die this. He dies if Eternus gets to action on him, but otherwise he's okay. Put the equipment on. Don't need to Bloody Moon that unit this time. Get a safety reanimate ready. Okay, I don't have a Bloody Moon in my hand. I must have done something a little odd in that case, but we go to full moon. They get swept. Replicate. I appear to be a little overstocked on Sanguine Assistance. And I still haven't gotten my Carapace. Get that out. I think I'll just play this here. I do not want to keep drawing it. And we move on. Horrify is not back. Get that out. Full moon it. Silent Sentinel still under threat of death. Want a silver ink for these witch weaves? I don't think so. Silver ink is frozen. We don't need to rush. Replicate. He's still not okay after the witch weave. Probably need to reanimate him. Not sure what is making him die, but alright. Because we are quick sweeping things down. I guess the boss is hitting him, and that turns into enough. I think he also got hit by that one little archer. Got the Horrify. We go to full moon. This car's okay. We did pick up 4 corruption there. This is the turn where I can silver ink onto the Bloody Moon effectively. I'm not going to worry about playing that twice, as the important thing is just getting the attuned on. Just going to throw boss damage. So now we've got the boss down to like 34k, 3.4k before final round. We come into final wave. Spell slam. We go to New Moon. New Moon gives it to us. Okay, much cleaner. Bottom floor kill, no damage on Pyre. There we go. We had all the tools. I just needed to prioritize a little harder. All of my Luna Coven combos are very shaky, so I'm very hesitant to drop a Luna run if it's anywhere near beatable. Otherwise, I'll be playing Luna Coven, like, out in the next year. I'm trying to not re-roll these. It's far and away my weakest setup. Okay, get out a Meddler and use him immediately, I think. Keep the sweep up. Actually, I don't need to use a Meddler here. It's fine if we don't sweep onto Entropy. But I will get a second Sanguine System to block both of those hits. Forevermore, the only unit that matters. And then we just play out the rest. We start a Concoction. green is more likely needed. What do we kill slowest? Because we start sweeping into entropy, and he's going to start dying pretty fast. I'm not sure if savagery or dominion is the harder kill. I'm gonna pretend it's savagery for now. Planetarium. Need our vampire teeth out for sure. Firelight. What are we horrifying? So we're not killing the Blightbound Guardians yet, but we should scale up to kill them very, very soon. I don't think we replicate yet. Let's see. I should be doing some horrifying, right? Let me horrify you, because I don't have a lot of mana security right now. Like, my energy is at a premium at the moment, and it, like, eases up over time. Set Full Moon first. I'm gonna replicate into Vamp Tooth. This floor is basically secure as long as there's lifesteal in the frontliner, and whenever that's not the case, it's kind of touch and go. Let's see. I'm going to put this out here because I don't want to hold it on anybody in particular. I need my Twisted back, and it hasn't shown up yet. Pretty important that we get that soon. Overgrowth, Spell Slam my health back up. Pop you. I think we probably need Reanimate on the bottom floor to stay in it. Oh, I blocked up a little of my meddler space. Let me just get this meddler back to hand. Anybody need healing? Or take one healing. I wasn't supposed to replicate on the top floor until I had my meddlers secured, and I messed that up. I can Silver Ink to prep Bloody Moon here, and then I think it starts to kill. Need to go to Full Moon. Yeah, our attack power is like 20 points too low right now. I think we can probably Coven Spike through it. I don't know if we Coven Spike this turn or if we do the Silver Ink setup. Let's see what the Coven Spike looks like. Yeah, it's probably the Coven Spike here, isn't it? Because after the Coven Spike, we're doing 200, except to this guy where we're doing 180 because he's got 10 Titan Skin. 180 clears the floor, which means we're safe from the Incant effect. Yes, so the flaw with that is we're letting the Meddler go by, and it's possible for that to screw us. Whereas if we do Silver Ink, Bloody Moon, then we can play the Meddler in the Pyre Light, but the Coven Spike doesn't go out. I think we need the Coven Spike to happen. Even if it drops the Bloody Moon. Okay, Moonrise actually kind of saves us. Also does the Twisted Assist, and it's 601. They both help a lot. Both kind of fixing the same problem. I'm supposed to play those spells in this turn to give Unstable to Entropy. Technically possible if that matters. So this is falling down, which Which means, technically, we will have meddler space up here. I mean, I guess that could matter. This is touch and go, but I think we're on pace. Go to full. Astrologer's giving me a heart attack. Okay, you're not dying. So I can fish for a concoction to save the astrologer. Check for damage shields and lifesteal. Seems good. I guess I should have gone deeper on his lifesteal, maybe? No, he still goes to full. I have no way of replicating him. Replicate the Shade Guard, technically. I can actually replicate Oriki here. Gets me more concoctions. I forgot how good it is to replicate Oriki. I've actually, like, won a run on doing this before. He might be a better replicate target than the Astrologer. It's hard to tell. Like, it could really go either way with that. Well, the Silent Sentinel is getting killed. I don't quite like that. It's because I'm not sweeping. I don't have the right meddler setup. I don't know if one reanimate's good enough for this Shade Guard. We can definitely Coven Spike into Witch Weave. I don't know if it entirely prevents the Silent Sentinel from dying. It is a big problem that we're not clearing this floor. Check this. Okay, that's clearly not enough. I mean, I think it's got to be Coven Spike into Witch Weave because it's what we have. Okay, that does get him out of trouble. We're losing the Shade Guard. We have to hope the Shade Guard was non-essential personnel. Okay, we finally got another meddler in. Stealth does not mean that I cannot target beat spells, thankfully. We're in trouble here. We're in a lot of trouble in a couple places. Yeah, with these doubled, their incant triggers are also doubled. So a lot of these guys are going to explode, which is cool. Damage shield 1 does not get me out of this. So we've only got a couple more turns to live. Let's see what this looks like. Or if we have to restart it. Because it looks like these guys are not blown up yet, which is not what I want to see. We can do this. This is probably a silver ink. So, with silver ink there... do that. This guy still wrecks Pyre. And we're not winning this turn. So, we need to restart. I need to not screw up my meddlers. Having a non-sweep turn is unacceptable. The Selene Acolyte is certainly a sweep unit. It has caused me no end of grief in various runs for being, like, not quite a sweep unit on times when I really need it to be a sweep unit, please. think I'm going to put this Forevermore here. Got 2 of our Vampire's Teeth available. Need the Planetarium up. You need to have this. I'm tempted to go along with the play pattern of replicating Oriki very early in the run and, like, seeing what happens. We're on the wrong moon phase. Again. There is maybe a play pattern where I replicate Oriki this fight and do that. I'm going to delay my corruption income a little bit. I do not replicate this turn, I think, is the answer. Are all of these units acceptable to allow upstairs? I think that's a yes and no. I think I need to not let you put 2 crappy cards in my hand. And then the rest of that just has to happen. Let's try this. Okay, we have Full Moon for the Chosen Assassin. It's hugely important. Silent Sentinel's not going to die. That's good to see. We do this. We do this to get rid of that guy. I think I can't let these Vampire's Teeth go by too much. I'm just going to go with this game plan. And we'll see where this leads. And let's try putting a bunch of Unstable out on some of the guys on this floor. I think it could be pretty helpful. Really need you to not die. Like, real quitter talk you're doing right now. He didn't catch the heal. He still dies at that amount. What about a Meddler block? That does not solve the problem. More moon cycling didn't solve the problem either. I guess I need to find the exact concoction. He's taking 43 plus 5. How are you even dying through your 1 re- Oh, right. Savagery tramples. There's no blocking savagery. What if we sap savagery? Okay, that lets the Silent Sentinel live, which means he can start growing. Make my monster grow. Show me unstable into entropy. I think that's funny. Might be pretty good. Might be kind of okay. Now we can play the Meddler top floor. You have to activate him immediately, but we have one set for... Oh, wait. I have to not activate him at all. I misread my moon phase. That's fine. It's only like the 5th time we've reset something this run. Jeez. What a fussy combo. Okay. So, yes, we're on full moon. This is the turn where we have to drop Coven Spike, right? $88x2. Might need a Bloody Moon something first. I don't think I have a Bloody Moon target to hit that actually gets me more effect. But 88x2 still kills the Chosen Ardent in the back. Probably have to do it. Yeah, we out the floor. We sweep. These are things that should happen. I guess we're losing the Shade Guard. I don't see anything to do about that. And we have lost our regular access to certain cards as well. Full Moon. This is not great. This Twisted Assistance should certainly happen. Do this. Show me the green. See, the problem is reanimates don't really stop trample from happening. It might need to be damage shields for anything to work. Okay, yeah, so with this, the Astrologer lives, but the Meddlers don't. So I think I have to start using my Eternal Meddler to block every single turn. But if we're like this, let's get the most we can out of that, and then Moonrise back. Get more Unstable out, get a couple heals in. And that round goes by. Certainly a round. There's like so much decision making going on in this that we're not even like able to run back the same RNG. Okay, we are surviving. We are technically alive. Let me see some damage shields, please. Third Orochi. I see now that the correct answer was not to shy away from mixing. The correct answer is to mix more. Mix forever. Wait, somehow these nerds on the top floor are alive. I lost track of how that happened. That doesn't make sense to me. How are you okay? I don't get it. We're not killing this Chosen Zealot. Our Twisted Back has not started to scale yet. Let's see. I honestly think I need a Silver Ink for these Witch Weaves to, like, have a good card to play. Alright, yeah, 31x3 is very, very deadly. Man, we are killing so slow. It's turn 8, and the end is not in sight. That's bad. That's really bad. This is not doing much for me, right? If I do that. I don't know if this does anything for me either. It gets me unstable 12 on both of these units, so I guess I'm gonna live with that. So clearly this round I'm losing the entire top floor. Bloody Moon is only at 59. That is terrible. Even on Cleave... Well, we don't actually get the Cleave while the Herald is alive. It's a fun factor of our Conduit not being high enough to kill this Herald. But there is a way... That is not the way. It needs to be blue. So I need to get instant damage. There we go. Now I can Bloody Moon that unit off the table, and I go back up to a real sweep. Uh, and I guess this is on track. That's the only thing that's on track. Problem here is that Savagery just wraps around and then kills my only important floor. Well, at least we get to be on the right move phase. And I can Spell Slam you. Into taking like an 82 damage Bloody Moon. That seems to be what I have. We're not losing the Silent Sentinel. So we could, like, theoretically play through this. Into what? Because, like, do we need to get him to the bottom floor again to kill him? Because this is our only functioning floor? Is that even vaguely tenable? Now that he's pyre hunting us, too? We are killing entropy here. So it's just savagery. So I'm consistently setting full moon. This prevents pyre hunts, and it means that I can certainly attack him when he hits the bottom floor. Do a little more damage to him. Can we kill him on wave 12? Sheesh. So, Spell Slam. Into that damage. Wait, he's on exacties. Why are we not out? Oh, it's because of the curses. We win. Oh boy. That was truly awful. But I don't need to do it any cleaner than this. Yeah, that appears to work. Oh my goodness. Wave 13, 4 health left. He dies on Unstable. That was the shakiest nonsense I've ever pulled off. What we got there. Number 89. Ay caramba. I do think a lot of Orochi runs come down to winning on the margins. Kind of like that. It's our first Surgical Strike run. Because the nature of mixing is very marginal in that way. Like, you don't... there's no point where you, like, really mix enough and then suddenly the mix wins the game.